Welcome to the Local Grind. This is Ronnie Mack, here with
you as always is Uncle Pat.
Uncle Punk Rock Pat.
In the studio we got the Id of Christ.
Id of Christ.
How we doing, boys?
Doing well, thanks.
Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and let us know what you do.
My name is Richard Devon. I play drums for the Id of Christ, and I also do a little bit of backing vocals.
Yes, you do.
I'm Adrian Mitchell. I play guitar and sing, shit like that.
Awesome.
And let's roll. Id of Christ. Took me a minute to get the gist of it, and I think the name is fucking brilliant. I had to we had to go deep. I had to I think it's you guys wanna kick it a little bit, or do you want me to pull up the my research? That would be awesome. Yeah.
We've had to explain it enough times.
Yeah, no, that's the beauty of it.
Constant questions, constant mispronunciations, and people getting it totally wrong all the time, but that's okay. No, and here's Dennis.
Dennis.
I knew he would pop in.
Called it.
No, the way I understand the term id, though, is some, like, bullshit Freudian theory
Perfect.
term for, like, the part of you, if you're hungry, you're gonna steal someone's food.
Right. It's your desire.
If you want to fuck, you're gonna rape.
Right. It's that uncontrollable desire.
Right. And I don't know. I just found that term interesting when it was applied to.
We actually smiled quite a bit when we actually figured it out, when we found the Freudian model, the id, the ego, and the superego, and
I know a lot of people think that we're a Christian band just because of the name, you know.
Well, the minute we found out the meaning behind it, we were like, this is brilliant. The desire of Christ. I was obviously felt that you weren't really
right.
rolling the Christian side of the board. So
Yeah.
so all right.
Maybe
so
not.
that leads us into, are you? How do you put it? I mean, are you an atheist? Do you feel that plays a part in your music, or is it just is it a little shock value? Is it a little what is it? Where does it come?
Not shock value.
I mean, you
I'd
come
say-
from a shitty, my dad was a
No,
he
I don't
beat
know.
me with Bibles, or
I'd say I'm pretty anti-religion.
okay, good.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
We've talked about this. We
Some shit coming out here.
we're
people.
definitely not religious people at all. And I guess you could say we kind of hint at atheism.
I don't know. Well, I don't want to go and say that we're like an atheist
No,
band or
not at
anything.
all.
Like,
Well, no, I mean, I don't know really anybody that does. I know there's
not
bands
like
that
we have
stand
an
under.
anti-
I don't know if that's a genre any to begin with.
No,
like,
no.
we're really trying for that atheist.
Yeah.
That
To each their
pull,
own.
Yeah. No, and that's the beautiful thing about. I mean, most religious people think that because you don't believe that you don't have no morals, or
Yeah.
and I mean it is really and we preach that here. It's to each your own. I mean,
yeah.
we're actually in a really weird time right now. I don't know how you guys were affected by the Paris thing going on.
Fucking crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, at being in a band, that's got to be a little scary. I mean, I'm sure. You have the same aspirations as the Eagles of death metal. I mean,
Maybe.
100%. I mean, you wouldn't mind playing Paris. I mean, that's exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, I think it affected, and that dips into the whole ideology of what we do and
Right.
who we are. So,
Yeah.
so it's
how
good to
did,
know where you stand.
How did
Go
you
ahead.
guys meet each other? Did you go to school together or what?
Yeah, we met in high school.
Well, more specifically, we had seen each other around at high school,
We weren't friends in high school.
And then,
but we were more of acquaintances.
but it was we met during a very crazy night where I was with a group of friends, and I think I must have been a sophomore.
Yeah, I was a freshman.
Yeah. No, I was a junior and you were a sophomore.
No, because
you just
I was a freshman. Yeah,
Alright.
you were a sophomore.
Alright.
Not that we have to get that
I was a
specific.
sophomore.
No, I love
He was
it.
a freshman.
I love it.
I was out with a group of friends having quite a crazy night, and we ended up at this party, and then I saw Richard, and
We hit it off quite well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Was it
It was
a
fun.
musical conversation that started it off, or just hey,
know.
dude,
It was more
you've
like,
got
hey, we need a
is
place
that
to stay. Let us stay at your house.
That's
Nice.
really what it was because
Awesome.
we have
I
a
like that.
we have a mutual friend named Micah, and he approached me and he's like, "Listen, we need a place to stay. We'll give you a ride home if you let the 5 of us sleep on your floor." And but
And
yeah,
the
actually, I
rest,
was
shall we say, is
DJing
history.
at the time, and we just happened to run into each other at a party afterwards. And
Nice.
yeah, and then we started talking about. He saw my Friends poster, and so we started bonding over Friends. That was, I think, the first thing we started bonding over. It was Friends. The
You,
TV
you had
sh-
a you had a legit Friends poster.
yeah,
like,
it was everything that
Monica
you learned from
and-
the show Friends, and it just listed off like tons of stuff. I can't think of an example,
and
but
still, I mean, do you still live by those life lessons
Every day.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
if I was gonna be religious, it would be
To-
the Church of Friends.
To the Church of Friends. Amen. Amen. That's awesome. So, I mean, were you both playing then? Were you both, playing instruments? Was it? Were you?
Yeah. Like I said, I was.
Let's go back. How did you start? What's your musical background? What's your household like? I mean, do you come from a musical family?
Not at all. Really, I just we had an old, really crappy, small acoustic guitar laying around, and when I was 13, I pulled it out and tried to muster some sort of riff off it, whatever,
Sure.
and it just built from there. But guitar was the first thing,
Nice.
and then eventually moved on to bass and drums and started singing, and I even did like electronic music for
he's
a while.
pretty much good at everything he touches.
Very nice. Very well rounded. So you said you DJ'd a little bit, so obviously you dabbled in electronica. And
Yeah.
shit, so
Yep.
yes. And when did you start? What's your background? What's it?
I think I started playing guitar when I was like 8 or so, and
Wow.
I do not come from a musical family. Yeah, I had guitar lessons. I know that sounds kind of lame.
No,
but,
no, believe
no,
me.
no, yeah, I had
think
guitar
we all have.
lessons
Yeah, I mean,
when I was younger, and then stopped doing that, and I was in a band when I was in like 8th and 9th grade. That kind of dissolved
really,
into
Did-
another band called Gibbet, which is still around.
really. Did you play originals that
Oh,
early
yeah.
on?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
I think I first performed when I was 14. I mean,
Wow.
it wasn't good, but
Gotta
It was
start
fun.
somewhere.
Yeah.
It was straight.
yeah.
No, that's so cool. Wow, you've been playing a while.
Yeah,
But
a
no,
little bit.
so no. Excuse me, no real. Not a musical household at all. I mean, your parents. No effect. No.
I mean,
no crazy uncle.
when you say
who,
musical, you mean like people playing instruments, or do you mean like people listening to good music?
A little of both. I mean, to me, because neither of my parents played instruments. My grandfather was a very, the harmonica thing and the acoustic and
That's cool.
and Christmas. I mean, that was a very big part of it. Him and my dad getting drunk and playing songs till to early morning. I mean, so that, but also, I mean, I've run into people who were like, yeah, my parents just didn't listen to music, and music wasn't a part of our house, So, but my house was very, there was always a background, There was my dad was with country and western, and my mom was swing,
Okay.
so
No, I definitely had a lot of good influences. Like, my dad pretty much got me into the essentials. Like, first song I ever remember hearing
was Maggie's Farm by Bob Dylan.
No, there's absolutely no shame in
And,
that game. Damn.
Yeah, he always used to play Bob Dylan when I was really young.
Very cool.
So
Very
those
cool.
are some of my first memories. And first concert I ever went to, I was in 3rd grade, and it was a White Stripes concert with my mom and dad.
Wow, that's pretty. That's
I
a
wish I
good,
would've
I'd say that's
a good
pretty
resume. No,
important.
that's no. So you obviously have a very cool parents. I mean,
Yeah,
if they're
yeah,
taking
and-
you to a White Stripes concert.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I've been to many more concerts with them, like Dead Weather and the Rockin' Tours. Like lots of Jack
lots
White
of
shit.
they're Jack White fans.
So,
That's awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Jack White's the shit.
He is indeed.
Very nice. Did they come to your shows?
My mom and dad.
Yeah.
I don't really let them anymore. I used to, and sometimes I invite them, but not so much now that it's more like parties and house shows. So I don't know.
Interesting. Do you think it'll be different after you turn 21?
Well, we play bars still.
Right.
quite
No,
a bit,
100%. I mean, but that's
maybe.
curious to me. I'm just curious why.
Maybe.
Yeah,
don't know.
bar shows and house shows are entirely different.
Completely. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. I'm obviously a little more comfortable. Would be inviting my
I still
parents to the
live
tip
with
top.
my mom and dad, or
So-
with my mom at least. So
Very cool.
there are
Same.
only so many things that I can do publicly.
right. That's fun. That's fun.
I wish-
You guys are both young. We should mention that you're both under 21, right?
I'm
And
20.
you're
Yep,
20,
I'm 19.
19. So, and how long have you been playing as the It of Christ?
Let's see.
It's a blurry
Are we?
timeline.
Yeah, I think we're starting to come up on like an anniversary because we started when it was cold out.
Probably June of, or no, not June.
2013
It was the.
no, it was 14. Yeah, it's roughly a year and a half to 2 years.
Some heavy partying during this, during the duration.
Sure,
of
The,
our
the best
Yeah,
answer
so- oh,
I can give is a year and a half to 2
I'd
years,
say
roughly.
Probably that's
Right
about
around there?
Yeah.
I was,
All right.
Okay, I was a senior in high school still,
Yeah.
and probably the tail end of my senior year is when we really started.
Yeah,
getting
that's
serious.
true. That's when it
And
started.
I'm 20 now, and I was 18. So
Nice.
But we've been doing shows for a year now, like a solid year.
And you guys play a lot. I mean, you're not afraid to get out there and take shows.
Hell no.
I know people criticize us for oversaturating.
I
the
don't.
market, but it
You'll
really makes no difference.
you'll
doesn't.
hear no criticism from this crowd here. I think the more you play, the better. I don't care if 2 people show up or 200. I mean, I think it just makes you a better band.
We've played a lot of shows where no one gave a fuck. And
At
we
all.
we did a lot of them all around the same period of time, and I think that really helped us,
Yeah.
because I would be pretty sad about the fact that no one gave a fuck.
Yeah, there's 2 people
so
there, and
when I
they're
started-
talking to the bartender.
Yeah, when I started to not give a fuck, like, other people started to care.
It's
and that really helped.
yeah. Honestly, when you're just playing for yourselves, I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what it was. I feel like I mean, it's great when people care and like you have a good audience.
Oh no,
to
you
listen to
feed
your
the
stuff.
energy. I mean,
yeah, but-
we all do. I mean, we're all musicians in the room, you know. So I mean, we all feed off that
Yeah.
that adrenaline and the energy
But
of people.
when we
you know,
started,
but-
I was doing it just for like the thrill of getting on stage and banging on some skins. You know, that's what I loved about when we first started. And then after that, I started to enjoy like the little critiques that you put in your songs. You know, that in wondering like who notices it in the crowd.
Yeah, after you play a while, I mean, you really do. You find you find your spot. You find I mean, and the things that make it fun. You know, I mean, that's the beauty of it. All right, I want to talk specifically about the music and the sound that you guys.
Yeah, I noticed you. Sounds like you usually have like your neck pickup going all the time, or your middle setting, like for that.
Pretty
You do
much.
that a lot, like.
Yeah, he
So
does.
it just sounds really fat and chunky every time.
It's fat.
Right, yes.
It's fatter than Albert.
No, it does. You guys. I mean, because I come from a completely just a different ear. You know, I don't play an instrument. I've sang my whole life, so I listen to music differently than Pat does. And I love our discussions about that side of it. You know, I mean, I'm like, am I hearing a bass in this shit? I mean, because I kind of hear a bass in
Yeah.
this shit. And I would sing to, that. I mean, that I attach myself to certain parts. And
play out of a bass amp.
and that's different. So I love your guys' sound in it, and to me, it's a very late '80s, early '90s. I hope that's not a
Not at all.
slam.
Jane's Addiction is one of my biggest influences.
Yes.
You just
That was-
I just got goosebumps. You're my new favorite person
Jane's
ever.
Addiction is essential.
Perry
that-
Farrell, man.
That makes me very, very happy.
Very
I
unique.
probably, I mean, these guys all know my love and affinity, and have seen them. Countless times. So we got this. I've been blessed to have got to watch them blow up in Los Angeles.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's awesome.
A gorgeous time of my life. So I saw them in many ways, shapes, or forms. So
Yeah, I've heard tons of crazy things, or heard about tons of crazy things that they've
amazing
done
band.
for shows.
That always makes me happy.
like bringing people up to mountains
So
and
that
shit.
makes good. Yes, I have stories I could honestly tell you, but not on this.
Okay.
You
Later.
guys,
I'm not incriminating anybody.
do you guys run
So-
into a lot of problems with not being 21 for getting gigs, or?
Not really.
It hasn't been a huge issue,
Yeah.
surprisingly, because I've been turned down from being in a lot of bands because I wasn't 21.
I don't think Founders lets people play who are under
They
21.
don't. I remember trying to
Oh, really?
play
Well,
there.
that's
I remember
really
showing up for an
it.
open mic and they wouldn't even let me in the door. But really, I don't know. Like for one instance is normally when we're at Mulligan's, they kind of will kick us out after we play, and
Not
it kind of
always though.
Yeah,
it
and it
just
kinda-
depends on who's there.
it sucks. You can't really go see your friends play when they're at Mulligan's.
Yeah,
that's
that
the biggest
sucks.
thing. Is you can't always go to your friends' shows when they're playing at the bar.
Oh, who didn't turn their fucking phone off?
Wasn't me.
That would be me. All right, that brings me. You're talking about your friends. All right, who you guys into? Who do you like playing with? Who's
Ape Not Kill Ape.
Ape Not Kill Ape is the shit.
They're fun.
We love hanging out with them, partying with them.
I have not heard.
you
pretty
gotta
wild.
you gotta see them live.
It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's awesome.
live is definitely the way to be
Alright.
introduced to them.
They are next
The
on my
other week
list.
had the privilege of playing with them, like playing in their band, playing guitar with them.
Oh, nice.
I was at
So
Mulligan's
was
too,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Also,
Anybody else? Anybody else? around?
Dead Eye Zach, I'm a fan of.
Oh, who
He's
is
cool.
I love Dead
Yeah,
Eye Zach.
we
I'm
are-
actually. That's funny because I'm wearing my Dead Eye Zach
I'm
shirt and
wearing
he's
my
wearing
Ape
his
Not
Ape
Kill
Not
Ape
Kill Ape
shirt.
shirt.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
nice.
sport and
You gotta
love.
rep it,
We
man,
love
rep
it.
it.
Rep local. We love that. We are huge Dead Eye Zach fans. We've had him up here in Forever Demo to goof around, and
Yeah,
and
he's
we
great.
want to get him on the show real
Is this
soon.
where he recorded?
No,
we
he
just dinked
just
around here.
just
Oh, okay,
goofing
I was
around
just
one
gonna
day
say.
and came over and recorded some shit and
He's
Who
cool.
else is
And-
good
and-
though?
threw back a couple of soda pops.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
had fun.
Sam and Emmylou.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All
They're
the way.
great.
Yes.
We probably
Very nice people.
We had a lot of support from them early on.
Yeah, we
Oh, yeah,
did.
they're
Sam
really
Kenny is one
good
of
with
like
that.
the most open-hearted.
I know.
Yeah.
He really
people.
hyped us up, and it was great. Yeah.
'Cause
Another pair that we are. I mean, part of the. I mean, what we're preaching here is what a great local scene we do have here, and they're huge. They're so
Hey, nobody.
so
I don't know if
eclectic. I don't know
anyone could
anybody who
hate them.
doesn't love those
I
guys.
don't know if
Yeah.
anyone can hate them. They'll turn you over as soon as they play some music.
And I mean, and they just come with just
They've gotten weirder.
so many different
musically, and I
angles.
love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it is.
so many
It's
different
experimental almost,
Yeah.
and it's really cool.
It's
And that
such
name
a joy.
floats around like a disease. Like
It's
everybody
such-
knows.
and they're
Emmylou
not
and
afraid.
Sam.
They're not afraid to play King anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
King anywhere. They'll
And
play.
it's even cooler
some
that they're a
shitholes in
couple.
Howard City, Newego, and surrounding areas. They'll go out and drop their weirdness wherever.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a beautiful. And I love that. You know that. I mean, the scene that they've kind of created. That I mean, the which I don't know if you guys I mean, you said you've done a little bit of open mic. I mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
You mentioned you went to Founders and got turned down.
We got
Yeah.
started at open mics,
Yeah,
just
that's
showing
actually-
up and pissing everyone off.
Yeah, we
Yes.
would just
Awesome.
everyone's playing acoustic songs, and we would just come up there with all of our gear,
And
all
people
of it.
would leave.
and we wouldn't hold back. People would leave. Yeah, we've actually been
Yes.
told not to do that at like Quinn and Tootie's and stuff because people were literally walking out of the bar.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. That
yeah,
makes me very happy.
Another good band, The Love Hate.
The Love
They're
Hate,
nice guys.
very nice guys.
Another one
Great
that are high
musicians.
on my list.
I
yes.
love them. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Polly and Matt
Zannies
are really
cool
good
too.
people.
The Zannies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
The
love those
Zannies, yep.
guys. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool guys.
So you guys have been playing around. I think we have, lots of posters on the walls here. I'm
I know.
sure
I've
I've seen a
kind
couple.
of
That
doing
one-
I see
my
there's
cheat sheets.
one.
Yeah, we're on
And
that
I know
one.
this, which
We're on, like,
surprises.
4 of them in here.
Yes, awesome.
I've only
that makes
found
me
that
happy.
one. Are we on that Camp H?
Right
poster?
there, right there, right there, and
That is one of the
and
things we
right there.
make local bands do is find themselves on the poster. we did.
Oh,
I-
well,
I'm
I
so
came in
bad
and
at
Lipstick Jody
instantly
was like,
started
no, there's
looking.
4. No, there's 5. Here we are. So,
Well, how about we play a quick track from these guys?
how about we play 2?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Play 2 of them.
What are you guys thinking? I mean, no, we're gonna play. Do you want to play something off your EP? Off
I'm
the,
thinking-
I think we
the
should
live?
do the warmest blanket ever.
The warmest
And
blanket
then-
ever.
Yeah, that one. Would you want to play it first and then we like explain it, or
No. Tell us what it's about. Tell us what.
It's about my
warmest
first
blankets.
love, man.
Yes.
This is actually one of the
Yes, yes.
songs that
How nice.
when he had the idea for the Id of Christ, this was a song he already had together, and he came to me with it, and so it just folded out well from there. I thought of a little.
This is one of your
harmony.
earliest cuts. This is one of your first things.
this-
We've been doing this song since the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice.
Since the,
Definitely.
yeah, this is off the first like 6 songs that we learned to first start with. But one of the things that sticks out for me about this song is this was when I recorded the backup vocals for this track. I literally had gotten out of the hospital like 2 days before from having throat surgery, and
Wow.
so I just always think about that and how like lucky that I could still
There's
be able
blood
to
in
sing.
this recording.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, well,
There's
let's,
blood
take a
and
listen.
soul and heart. We're gonna listen to what was the name again?
The warmest blanket
The warmest
ever.
blanket by the Id of Christ on Local Grind.
I made a list of reasons to live. Put your name right at the top. For an easy rhyme, we're spending time. The back of my mind is telling me good things. Telling me good things. Telling me good things. Telling me good things. Always stay true to unspoken rules. Fortune and fate, I can relate. Share my disease, put my feelings to sleep. When I'm down and weak, you give me meaning. You give me meaning. You give me meaning. You give me meaning. Oh, don't you? Want to help me help you? I made a list of reasons to live. Put your name right at the top. For an easy rhyme, we're spending time. The back of my mind telling me good things. Telling me good things. Telling me good things. Telling me good things. You give me meaning. 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 You give me meaning.
All right, we're back with the Id of Christ on Local Grind here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We're gonna hear another cut from them. What are we gonna hear, boys?
This is another song off of our EP called Apostle Protection Program. This is
Apostle?
the first
Apostle
song.
Protection
Oh,
Program. I
my
love
bad.
that. Sorry.
The first
No,
song
go.
on it's the first song on the EP, and it's called "She Thinks She Won."
Nice.
What's that about?
I think she won.
I feel like
I
this
think
is
we've
like,
all been there, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, it's relatable. That's for sure. I feel like this is when we first started to get more of a. When we started to focus more on like the heavier, grungier side, and started to put more like breakdowns into our songs and like different kind of bridge parts.
I'll just say that there is a lot of anger
Yeah.
in this song. That's
And
all
this
I want to
is-
say.
Exercising ghosts. We like that. All right.
Right.
I'm feeling better. I have no guilty pleasure. If I can have you, I hate you. My breakdown gave you a breakthrough. She thinks she won. I needed my gun from the start. Hug my bed too hard. Tell me it's done. Tell me you're thankful. Tell me you're mad. I'm fucking hateful. I can never be your girlfriend. 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 Staring back is an issue you won't scratch. Get you alone. Enter unknown. Over again. Lose the dosage. Beautiful mess. Off with the prom dress. I can never be your girlfriend. 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 I can never be your girlfriend.
And we're back.
That's not near as fun of a comeback as the last one. We had a very nice, fun little break there. Listen to some
Yeah.
music.
We're here with the Ed of Christ.
And I'm coughing.
You guys got any gigs coming up that you know of?
So,
We just cleaned the slate on gigs for the year. Yeah, we.
Get through the holidays. We are
Yeah.
coming into the holidays, so
But we've done all of our shows for this year. This is the last thing we have planned as a band, is this podcast for the year.
Very
and then
cool.
we're
We appreciate
January
it.
2nd back out there.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna be? Where are you gonna
The Park Theater in Holland,
Oh,
Where- what are
and
we
that's
doing?
also with Ape Not Kill Ape.
What are we doing on the 22nd of January?
Oh fuck, something.
I know. I don't remember. It's something we haven't. It was a house show. Oh, yeah, it was the Crescent House.
Hopefully you wrote
Oh,
it down.
yeah.
The
you're gonna be
Crescent
at the
House.
Crescent House.
Yeah,
We're big
'cause they're
fans of the Crescent
finally
House.
doing all ages. So.
No,
Yeah.
they're specifically doing an under 21 event.
Oh, okay. That's
cool.
what it is then.
Of, like, under
Don't listen to me.
Oh, really? So I can't go. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's just for toddlers, man.
All right. Well, we love the Crescent House.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
fun.
go to Holland at where? Where are you?
The Park Theater.
The Park Theater. I've never been there. All right.
I've never
You-
even heard of it.
But it sounds like an awesome lineup. So,
Oh, yeah.
so tell us a little about the writing process. It's obviously Mr. Name the Record Poop Shit over here is not Mr. Lyrical, whatever.
No,
He's
it's
it's all
mostly-
you. It's all. Are you the writer? Are you the?
Primarily, yes. I don't know. What do you want to know?
Well, no. I mean, is it you? I mean, is this your voice? Is this lyrically one singer doing? Is this you? Is this all your? I mean, or do you collaborate on songs, or does he come with a
I'd say
because there's a lot of you are doing, which I do love. You do a lot of harmonies and you're lots of
no. Yeah, he'll make up harmonies and shit. Yeah, I'd say like 99.9% of the lyrics.
Are you?
me.
Oh, that's cool.
If not
Well,
more.
Maybe 100%.
no,
Um,
that's what we like to know.
Yeah, it's really cool getting into like writing the structures of the songs. That's more like where I come in. I would
Yeah.
say, if that's what you're wondering, because like we'll start with a general riff, like just the bass of the song,
Mhm.
and then just kind of put a beat behind that and see like kind of where that riff will lead
we
into.
do have many songs that have no lyrics, but I say gibberish. Into the
Yeah, it's
song,
just
and it kinda
people.
sounds
It's just
backwards.
for people to guess what he's saying.
Really?
Yeah, we probably have like 3 or 4 of them.
That you just play live?
Perform every single time we play, and they have no lyrics.
Nope. And you can't
That
tell the
makes me-
difference at all.
That makes me happy.
He'll like ask me what the lyrics are on like this part of the song.
Yeah, so I can sing a fucking harmony.
but no,
but-
you stick with stick with a certain melody. Obviously, you have the
Yeah.
same. You
Definitely.
just haven't decided to.
Those songs are a little harder to sing harmonies on because
Yeah, you think?
Sometimes.
yeah,
you're
there's no like specific syllable count or anything to
I
go
think
by.
the reason for that is because I became way more focused on writing specifically melodies, like making up something catchy, rather than like trying to have great lyrics. But I mean,
Wow, that's interesting. I like that. I mean, that's actually how I've always written is melody first, and I'll sing.
Yeah, we started off a lot more poppier than we
well,
are now.
I think another reason maybe that I do really care about lyrics and about my own lyrics and stuff. So, it's pretty often that I find myself making up a song and there are just no right words for it, and
Been there.
I'd rather, yeah,
I
I'd
feel
rather
that.
be singing
I feel
gibberish
that.
than like,
Yeah, than saying something you don't fucking mean.
Yeah.
I mean, or have no heart. Behind. I mean,
It's hard. That's one of the hardest things for me, at least, is like forcing yourself to write lyrics. It always turns out like shit. You like for me, I have to wait for it to kind of come to me.
No, I mean, good songs come to
I
you. I
definitely
mean,
have
and
to be inspired to write.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, the way that I do it is I never just like sit down thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna write something. Well, obviously, because I just said I have to be inspired. But, yeah,
you need your heart
usually-
broken a few more times.
What?
You need your heart broken a few more times.
Oh, trust me, it's been broken.
It's shattered.
the
Oh,
past
too
couple
many.
months.
Damn it. I'm sorry, my friend.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Bring up that old shit. Damn it.
no, it's not that old.
Oh,
It's still fresh.
fresh wounds. Shit.
Still bleeding.
Way to go, Ronnie Mac. Awesome.
But no, yeah, I'll like, have a line that I think of, or someone will say something that I is kind of cool, and then I'll
And you
write it
build
down,
off
and
that.
then, when I actually do like recognize a time where I need to like start putting pen to paper, it's more of like a collage of ideas that didn't necessarily all like come from the same place, but
Sure.
they kind of represent the same like vibe I'm going for.
And that's the beauty of song and music is that what you put into it doesn't necessarily represent what people are going to get out of it.
Yeah,
They're going to
Exactly.
take what they want from it,
definitely.
which we all do.
Yeah, I
And,
think another big part of my writing, I guess, is like just the tone in which I'm writing. Like I say a lot of just like regular shit that I don't know. Like a lot of people who don't know me probably don't. It
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
cut
you
them
can-
that deep, but it's mostly about the tone.
Yeah, no.
I guess.
If you're screaming a cookie recipe, it sounds pretty fucking neat,
Yeah.
so that's awesome. No, I mean, I'm gonna have to pay a little more attention watching you live. Going, all right, that's some bullshit one right there. He's not saying any fucking thing.
Yeah,
Or is he?
there are definitely a couple.
So if you, I would like to actually hear a recording of a couple of those songs. Do you have actually recordings of you doing?
Like gibberish?
Yeah, just doing the
We haven't
gibberish.
recorded those ones.
I don't think so.
No, we haven't recorded
No,
those ones.
no,
I feel like
no
if-
ghetto blaster in the corner of the rehearsal space.
I don't think
And
so.
I feel like once
push
we
record.
when we pull
I
that
wanna-
track into the studio, that's when we're like,
That's
okay,
when he's like,
this
Then
needs
it
to.
all
starts.
right, damn it, I gotta write something to this shit.
Yeah, you've been pushing this into the back of your head for too long.
I mean, we definitely have some old demos and shit where it's like
Yeah, there's
just nonsense lyrics.
Yeah, those are. I still
But
listen
I
to
can
those
show you
from
those
time
later.
to time.
Those are fun.
Those are fun.
That's awesome. All right.
Boys, want to rock the house?
No, I got a couple more questions.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
Hit
yeah.
it, man.
All right.
not-
Bring it
I'm not in a
on.
rush.
Shoot.
How do you feel about the new Star Wars coming out?
I'm very, very excited.
I'm gonna go see it in New York right before Christmas.
Oh snap!
Yep.
See,
Fancy.
See? And you just wanted them to play. We didn't even get to touch on it.
Let's
no,
get into
dude,
it.
that trailer though, the trailer alone, like when it shows
What's
Han
that?
Solo and
Yeah. No, I get
Tears.
Dude,
I couldn't
goosebumps.
help it. It was fucking,
Goosebumps. Yes,
It was great.
I like
I know,
this.
my whole
I'm ashamed to say I haven't even seen
household
that
was
trailer.
just like, I'm so excited. I just can't wait.
It's gonna be something else.
I mean, it's seriously. I believe, like, if you were a criminal that day, I mean, you just have your pick of whatever house, whatever store. Just go in, just rob at will. Everybody's gonna be watching that stupid fucking movie, and it's not a stupid movie. I say that because I'm gonna be there too. All right, my next question. I always like to kick guilty pleasure. Do you have a band that you really don't let your friends know you listen to?
Ooh, there's a
Is there?
bunch of them, especially this guy because he can get a little critical. But
Yes.
oh man,
All right, give me a guilty pleasure.
fuck. I don't know. My first concert that I ever went to see, something that my mom raised me on, is Elton John.
that's not a guilty
That's I know.
pleasure.
I
John's
don't feel
amazing.
guilty about that. It's other
So,
people
no,
that make
no,
me
I
feel
mean,
guilty about that.
I always use my, I'll throw in I like a little JT, little Justin Timberlake. People don't, or,
yeah.
I've been known to like Britney Spears on occasion. I like
Sometimes
that,
it just
that
hits you, man.
Toxic
Sometimes
Jam.
you just
I
can't
think
get away
that's
from that
It's a badass
that
jam.
catchiness.
Yeah, so I mean those are a couple of mine. I mean Elton John's dope as shit, so
Yeah,
you really can't.
that's not a
I
guilty
mean,
pleasure.
that's,
I know.
that is a beautiful. That goes back to the question earlier, what you were raised on, and your mom turned you
Simon
on to some.
Garfunkel, Enya. Because
Wow, really?
it was all my mom, you know.
Wow, really? Enya. Wow, nobody drops Enya anymore.
Yeah, it was
That's
just- I
kind of
know.
awesome.
It's just my mom picking the tunes, you know.
Very
so
cool.
It was
But
always
there anything? I mean, were you a Fall Out Boy fan?
no. My sister was. She got into shit like
See,
that.
that's you're
But then
like,
once I
"Dude,
discovered
love
punk,
that one.
and I started listening to Guar and all those punk bands. and all this
Yes,
shit,
well,
and
no,
then,
and that's
then
kind
my mom
of
was kind of like, what?
and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you guys too. We dropped Jane's Addiction, but what are like what's the It of Christ made of? You just dropped Guar, which is fucking awesome.
Well, first
God
I-
rest your soul.
Rest in peace, Odorous.
Odorous or
And Fladius.
yes.
No, first I would like to say I have absolutely no guilty pleasures
Yes.
whatsoever.
Thank you.
And
That's
actually,
nice.
that's kind of embarrassing to say because that's one of our lyrics in one of the songs that you
Yeah.
guys played.
Really? Wow.
But no, yeah,
Touch
I
it.
do
You're-
not feel
you're-
guilty
you're-
about anything I like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful way to come at it. So, I don't feel guilty about listening to Britney's Toxic. I'll get up and I'll freak you right now to that shit. But, and on that note,
No, but shit that we like though.
yeah.
What do you like, Richard?
What do I like?
You like I said, you've already
I'm really into
dropped
surf.
Janes and Guar on me, so you're
If you-
I'm in love with you.
If you
so.
pay attention a little to my drumming, you can tell that I'm a big surf fan. I love like
Really?
surf rock, surf punk, all of it.
Yes.
And so I got a lot of double hits in there, that are just I
That
don't know.
is
It just
fun.
makes it more interesting for me.
Yeah, 100%.
But grew up on a lot of shit. I'm a huge Sublime fan, all the way to the Misfits, all around the board.
Nice.
I like a lot of different
punk
stuff.
rock. Do you guys consider yourself a punk rock band?
No.
Not really, no.
Huh?
No, not really.
But it was, yeah, let's say
You but-
more of a grunge label.
All right.
Yeah.
I personally disagree. I think it's a little bit of a lifestyle, and but what I've listened to, what I've heard, I unfortunately this is one of the first, you guys are the first cats that haven't seen live, which I feel
It's all good.
my bad.
Hey,
But,
man, that's you missing out.
yeah, no, 100%. I know. From what I've seen online and what I've listened to, 100% I'm fucking missing out, and I won't miss out. I may drive to goddamn Holland.
Yeah, I'm just messing
I don't
with you.
really go to Holland.
Don't risk your life to see us.
Yeah, that's
But the double
the
bill.
middle
You got me hyped on the
Ape
the
Not Kill Ape.
Ape Not Kill Ape.
Yeah,
so
definitely
kind of
check them out.
Sounds like
and
a
whoever's
plan.
listening to this, check out Ape Not Kill Ape.
Thanks for,
Yeah, excuse me. God damn it.
for that again.
But, so that's cool. You guys have a great. I love your musical foundation. I love where you're coming from.
Thank you.
I love.
Appreciate it.
I love your style. I
That's very
love,
flattering.
Yeah, there's surprisingly, well, not surprising for me, obviously, but some people may be surprised by the influence of a lot of female pop artists.
Yeah,
I love Lorde.
Lana Del Rey.
Oh,
There's
oh,
Lord.
God, you
Well,
we are
Lana Del
huge.
Rey is a fucking parody of herself now. I do not like her anymore. Like, she used to be great. Fuck her.
Lord. We
still-
are pretty big Lord fans.
Sky Ferreira.
Sky Ferreira.
Yes.
Yeah, we love her.
Yes, nice.
Who else is my other big one? I don't know. But yeah, probably just.
See, to
those.
me,
Mainly
that's all I can listen to. You give me a female vocalist, and I'm in heaven. From early on, the Cocteau Twins and Kate Bush, and
I'd honestly say Lorde is probably, or
Lorde
has
is-
been, one of the bigger influences on me in the past year.
She needs to put out a new album.
yeah, no, I believe she's working on
And
one.
she's younger than us, which is just
I know.
What
I saw
amazing!
her.
so weird
I
to
mean,
believe.
and the things she's done. I mean,
It's
to
upsetting.
to
it
be
is.
on,
I take
pisses
it
me off.
personally
Yeah.
that she's younger than us.
to sing with Nirvana.
Yeah, I know, like, I was just gonna
holy
say that.
She
shit.
fucking
got to
yeah,
sing
I was like,
with Dave
where the
Grohl.
fuck did this chick come
Oh,
from?
God
But
damn it.
well deserved. Well deserved.
I saw
think
her
she's
at
amazing.
fucking Lollapalooza when she was 17.
Really.
And
Nice.
yeah, I went there like having never heard anything but maybe one or two songs by her, and I walked away.
Royals,
An enormous
just
fan.
yeah, no, I've completely sold on her, but there's a lot of stuff. There's a band. I mean, if you're love the female vocal out of Australia called Alpine,
I don't know.
check them out. Check them out. There's an awesome NPR Tiny Desk series of them.
I love those.
Those are
all
cool.
day. I'll watch them all fucking day. And oh yeah, there's that's really cool to hear. That's the Lord's an influence. That's
Yeah.
Definitely.
that's a nice, refreshing.
And we were talking about how we're not really religious, but we are influenced by the Lord.
Yes, and I believe, and that's a fucking gorgeous note to fucking end on. I want to hear you guys rock. We're gonna send them
Let's
next
do
door
it.
into the studio, and let them fucking and drop a couple of jams on us, whatever they feel. So, what are you guys thinking you're gonna play?
A song that we haven't recorded ever called "Can't Be Alone."
Yes, and that makes me even happier. Can't Be Alone, Ida Christ, Local Grind. This is Ronnie Mac, and signing out with,
Uncle
what's your
Pat?
goddamn name? Uncle Punk Rock Pat. Peace.
Here we go.